Really? Do we have the drum roll, the official drum roll?
It's past. It's long.
It's long past.
It's
long past, and we're playing with a tire.
We are playing with a tire.
Why are we playing?
Green barcode.
A green barcode?
Because you weren't talking. I was waiting for you to get ready, as usual.
Yeah. Well, you have to speak louder.
And you have to come closer.
Oh, can I do that?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, I can.
You're the camera guy.
All right.
It's not my job.
Yeah. Well, just speak up. All your loyal fans are having difficulty hearing you.
My what?
Yeah, your loyal fans.
Okay.
And besides which, you were playing with the tire instead of doing VideoCast 2.1.
Is VideoCast? I'm doing it. We are doing it now. This is me doing it.
Is this it?
I gotta play with. I can play with my trusty ProTech pointer wrench.
Oh. No, you're not supposed to be a sword fight. You're supposed to be pointing.
Anyway, this is VideoCast 2.1, another episode of Paul's Workbench.
Paul's Workbench?
Look at the workbench.
Yeah.
Paul's Workbench.
There it is. There it is.
We're talking about my latest X6 squared setup. So as I mentioned, even though we're doing development with the X6 Cube, I wanted to post and update you guys on the latest buggy setup that I've been running on my squared. And like I said, it's on the website. Just go to the X6 Squared page to the setup library, and you can download it there. It's the CRCRC Midwinter Championship. But even though I listed that specific race, I've been running this setup at West Coast RC. I've run it at RC Excitement. I've run it at Motorama. It's been pretty good overall indoors. There are three main differences that have really come together for this setup compared to what I've run in the past. The first one is up front. I am now running 25-degree caster blocks instead of 30s. So 30s are like the gold standard. Even the Associated guys, the X Factory, like every setup that I've ever posted, if you looked at, has been on 30-degree caster blocks, Chaz. And this was a really big change for me. What the 25-degree blocks do is they give your car a touch more mid-corner and exit steering. The 30-degree blocks give you a lot of steering into the corner and then a lot of stability coming out. But the 25-degree blocks will steer more through the corner. And I feel, especially with indoor running, I didn't need that stability as much. We've really got a lot of rear traction in our car, and I could use the 25-degree blocks to steer more around the corner. The next big change, like I said, there are three things I want to talk about. Then the other two things are in the rear end, and they work together. I wouldn't recommend either of these changes. The 25-degree blocks you could try on their own. The next two changes I think are important to run together. If you just changed one or changed the other, it wouldn't feel good. You know, you got to do them together. I have started running the outside hole on the rear control arm. Always before, again, if you looked at almost any of my past buggy setups, I usually ran the middle hole on the control arm. Running the outside hole on the control arm is added to that corner speed feel. It stiffens up the rear of the car mechanically. So for any given spring rate, of course, the further out that shock is, the stiffer, the more leverage the shock has on the arm, or the less leverage, if you want to think about it this way, the wheel has on the shock. And so the shock is effectively stiffer. It stiffens up your spring, your pack, your piston, like everything just feels stiffer. And the result is that the car carries a lot more corner speed. It leans a little less into the corner, it squares up a little faster, it reacts better through the corner. What you lose, though, is rear traction. The car isn't as stable, it doesn't have as much side bite, it wants to spin out a little more. So this is why I said that the final two changes work in concert, because when I went to that third hole on the arm, I lost traction. And so I have also gone to running a 2A rear link instead of a 2B rear link. Again, always before, if you looked at all my old setups, they were always 2B, 2B, 2B. I'd mess with the camber link height some, I'd change shock position on the tower, I'd change my camber or my toe in or whatever, but I always liked that 2B rear camber link. Well, for the third hole on the arm, to make up for that traction that I lost in the corners, I've gone to 2A. I came in on the hub carrier. Okay? You can see that working on my X6 squared here. Here I am on the A hole, and these are those lower, the L plates, the 9501 hub camber plates that we just showed off. These are the low plate version of that, and you can see I'm running the inside hole. That's that A location. I'm running a custom rear tower. We've discussed this on our Facebook page a little bit. It's been something that we've been testing and trying out. Yeah, there's Chaz is showing you the CAD for the X6 Cubed, actually, a little premature Chaz. But I assure
It was
you,
short.
the hub or the inner position I'm running, even though it's this strange tower, you can run this exact same position on your X6 squared by running the outside hole on the bulkhead. And in fact, with this setup, you don't have to shave it down at all. You can just run the stock 2-hole, just put that ball stud right there, and run the lower rear camber plate on the hub in that 2A's position. And combined with the 3rd hole on the control arm, I think you guys will really like it.
So
Check out brand new setup, Paul's Workbench, telling you a little bit about it. It's that the big changes I've made, again, are those 25-degree caster blocks, the 3rd hole on the rear control arm with the shock position, and then the 2A rear camber link to get back some of that side bite that you lose because of the stiffer shock.
well,
Any questions?
no.
All right.
Goodbye, Paul.
Take care.